Hello students, I'm explaining the map type of questions in IELTS writing task 1. So in IELTS writing task 1, it's important to understand the main features, the most important features in any task. So as we speak about maps, so here are some questions to consider when you are trying to understand the maps. So they first, you need to pay attention to the time, the tense, the task is given. It could be present, past, or future. So this is important not to note because it will determine whether you write your essay using past, present, or future tenses. And in such tasks as maps, you don't usually use a lot of grammar. The grammar that you use is the three tenses, present, past, future, and active and passive mood. I would say this is one of the easiest tasks, provided you pay attention to some basics. So also, so you're giving usually 2 or 3 maps, and you must understand the differences between these maps. So not only differences, but also what have remained the same, changes, and also the things that have not changed. So what features have disappeared and what new features were added in the places. This is one aspect to consider. And when you're considering the changes, there are usually changes in infrastructure, change in transport, change in entertainment, change in industry, change in buildings, change in size, and change in location. So these are the types of changes that you will find in maps. So one of these types, not all of these types, maybe 2 or 3 changes written here and some not written here. And also, as I said, you need to concentrate on the changes at the same time the parts of the maps that have not changed. So let's look at the map that we have here. And so as you see in these 2 maps, Islip Town Center now, Islip Town Center Plan Development. So by the way, this map is found in book 12, test 6. So the town center now and town center plan development. As it's plan development, you must be careful about the tenses that you use. So you will be using present and future tenses or forms. And you can see there are a lot of changes. So when you have few changes, you will include all changes. But if you say there are a lot of changes, you will just pick 2 or 3 most important changes. Otherwise, you're not going to have time to write all. So when you look at these 2 maps, what do you think is the most important change that stands out? As you see, the most important change is here the road. It's written here as dual carriageway. So this is the road that's a roundabout, a circle road that surrounds the central part of the city. There wasn't this road before, so this is the most significant change. You should keep this in your mind. And also a lot of other changes here. As you see, before there was countryside shops, main road again shops, housing. What happened is bus station, which were not there. It's a new feature added. And shopping center, you can say the shops, 2 shops were replaced by 1 shopping center. And what happened to car park? Car park was 1 large car park to the south east of the city center. Now we have only smaller car park here, which is farther down, which is farther south part of the city. And so there are the changes here, the most important changes. When you write about housing, as you see the housing, we have 2 housings written here. And so what's happening, one housing is inside the dual carriageway, and the other housing is right after, in the north part of the city in the south part of the city center, beside the carriageway. So this is the change that you write. And there was no change. There was almost no change to school as you see in this picture. Uh, there's very little change in the structure of the school. So this is how you're going to organize and write your task. And as I've included in the lesson, you will have to follow the guideline as I included. So you will have to write introduction, an overall paragraph, and two detailed paragraphs. So the first detailed paragraph, you will include the most important main features. In the second paragraph, you will include less significant changes. So avoid writing one paragraph as Islip Town now and the other paragraph Islip Town in the future. So this is not an appropriate way of comparison. A lot of students find this easier to do this, but I don't recommend doing it this way, as you will as the task is saying, summarize and compare where relevant. So you have to compare. But if you're just choosing one paragraph and writing Islip Town Center now and the next Islip Town Center in the future, you're not comparing anything. You're just writing what you're seeing. So don't do this. So in the first paragraph, I'm not trying to tell you exactly what you have to write because this is your task. I'm just giving you some guidelines. So I'm just telling you in the first paragraph you have to divide the changes. And the first paragraph you write about the most important changes. In the second paragraph, the two less important changes. And that's how you're going to write your task 1. So good luck. So that's all. So if you like this video, subscribe to my channel for more videos. Thank you.